हस्बैंड की बिरयानी बिरबल की खिचड़ी से कम नहीं है। उन्हें पकाने में तो पूरा दिन लगता है और जब वो किचन से बाहर निकलते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि बैटल ऑफ पानीपत has just taken place there. Not really, but I'm just saying. Now take a break and I will see you for dessert. Since I'm stuck here in Mumbai in 32 degrees of heat, let's see what we can cook up that feels Igloo-ish. So today, I'm going to make for you sugar snow globe dessert. One of my dream vacations is to go to the Laplands and live in an igloo. But since I'm stuck here in Mumbai in 32 degrees of heat, let's see what we can cook up that feels igloo-ish. So today, I'm going to make for you this sugar snow globe dessert. Well, this dessert has 3 different parts to it. The first is the cookie dough. The second is a lovely orange filling. And the third, of course, is our sugar globe. So we're going to start with the cookie dough. For that, you need all-purpose flour or maida. To this, we're going to add our butter. And then we are just going to crumble the butter into the flour. So you have to do this till there are no more lumps of butter left into this mixture. So now that our butter is all into the flour, let's now add some more flavor. So we're adding some almond meal or almond flour, and this is pista flour. We're going to go with castor sugar. Now we're going to add our green color. We're going to be adding our egg. Okay, as you see, the color has all gotten into this. So my dough is ready. I'm going to put this into my muslin cloth and keep it, let it rest basically in the fridge for 30 minutes. And here it is, beautifully chilled, my cookie dough. All right, so now I'm going to cut this. And I'm going to be using cookie cutter. So this forms the base. So now I have a prepared baking tin. Into this, I'm going to place my mold. I'm going to put the base of my mold in the center and then put this on the inner side of your mold so that it forms a beautiful green cup. Bake this in a preheated oven, 180 degrees for 15 minutes. Okay, and now we come to the second part of this beautiful dessert. For our orange curd, of course, you need freshly squeezed orange. You need sugar. And you need some orange zest. So now we're going to start by putting this on and letting it reduce. Now that the orange has considerably reduced, we now need to add our eggs to this so that we can thicken it. Very little at a time. Okay, now I'm going to crack my second egg into this and just continue doing the same thing. Now I'm going to add this into my really hot syrup. very little at a time. And just cook this down. Add gelatin to water and let it just soak here on the side. I'm going to add it to our orange mixture and give it a nice, good whisk. Okay, our curd is nearly done. I'm going to put this off. Now we're going to add butter. This is going to give it that gloss. So just remember, if you keep stirring this, this will slowly thicken because there's gelatin in it, so it will take over. Also, never really put this in the fridge. So just leave this out at room temperature. Our pista cookie dough cups are ready and I'm going to get it out of the oven. So now for a third and final piece of this amazing dessert, we're going to start making the Igloo dome. So the first thing we do is we use castor sugar. Into this, we're going to pour 200 grams of glucose. Now this glucose is meant for baking. And now into this, 75 ml of water on a nice high flame. We are going to cook this. Basically, I need to raise the temperature to 150 degrees. As soon as it's 150 degrees, I will take this off the fire immediately. Let it come down to 130 degrees. Our pista cookie dough cups are ready and I'm going to get it out of the oven. Now I'm going to keep this in our fridge to set. Well, it is now totally set. So what we're going to do is we're going to now decorate it with some whipped cream. So here goes. So we're going to add a few berries. This is it. What we're going to do now is prepare the silicone mold. Take a little oil and just brush the silicone mold really well with the oil. And now I'm going to pour the sugar onto this mold in such a way that it covers the entire mold. I'm going to heat this cookie cutter and then I'm going to dip the rim in oil. We just heat this. It's nice and hot. I'm going to dip this in oil. Now, very carefully over this. Okay, our globe is cut, ready, and I'm so fragile that I'm going to keep it aside. Well, my lemon curd cookie cup is nice and cold. I'm going to put this beautiful glass globe right over it. This is just so pretty that I'm sure you're dying to try this out at home. So, just watch the recap really carefully.
Sugar snow globe dessert. For pistachio base, in a bowl, add 250 gram all-purpose flour, 125 gram butter, 30 gram almond flour, 35 gram pistachio powder, and 125 gram castor sugar. Mix it well. Add 1 teaspoon edible green food color, 1 egg, and mix it together to form a dough. Cover the dough with a wet muslin cloth and rest it in a refrigerator for 30 minutes. Once rested, place the dough on your tabletop and roll it into a flat sheet. Cut round shapes using a cookie cutter and few straight strips with a pizza cutter. Now take the mold on a baking tray and place the round pistachio dough in the center. Stick edges with the strips of pistachio dough to form a cup shape. Now, in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, bake for 15 minutes. Your pistachio base is ready. For orange curd, in a pan, add 500 ml fresh orange juice, 125 gram sugar, 1 teaspoon orange zest, and simmer it on a low flame. In a separate bowl, whisk 1 egg and mix a few spoons of orange mixture in it. Similarly, whisk 2 eggs and gradually add it in the orange curd mixture. Stir and boil it on a low flame. In the orange curd mixture, add 3/4 tablespoon soaked gelatin and melt 200 gram butter cubes. Your orange curd is ready. For sugar dome, heat 300 gram castor sugar in a pan. Add 200 gram glucose syrup, 75 ml water and cook until the temperature rises to 150 degrees Celsius. Take the silicone hemisphere mold and coat it with 1 to 2 tablespoon vegetable oil. Pour the prepared sugar syrup on the mold to form a half-round shape. Heat the cookie cutter on a gas flame and dip it in vegetable oil. Now, demold the sugar dome using the heated cookie cutter. Your sugar dome is ready. Now fill pistachio cup with the prepared orange curd mixture and cool it in the refrigerator for 8 to 10 minutes. Once cooled, top it with 200 gram whipped cream, 2 to 3 raspberries, 2 to 3 blueberries and place the sugar dome over it. Your sugar snow globe dessert is ready.